Okay, Wally, this one's for you. This is the folding Dahon bike. This one's in a bag. It's a bag that you can pick up and carry. This particular bike weighs 26 pounds. Most of their bikes are within 2 pounds of that. They do have a few that are heavier. This is an aluminum bike, so it's more water resistant. Some of the aluminum bikes are heavier than the other bikes, than the steel frame bikes. But if you're going to be in an environment like San Diego, you may want to go with one that has a little bit more moisture resistant. Anyway, this is in a carrying bag. And the reason I like the carrying bags is it keeps the dust and debris that you get on the bike in the bag and not in the house. I've also put some key rings here so you can quickly unzip it. The other thing, when you unzip this bike, if you look at it, one side's going to have the gears and the derailleur. That side should be up if you put it in a vehicle. So that's about the only thing that you need to deal with. This bag just simply unzips. And you can pick it up and you can see it's very compact and folded. You simply open that up to here. Take this, lock it into place, and then this is important to keep it from unfolding. There's a thing here that you turn and rotate, and that keeps it in that position. What you want to do now is just kick the kickstand down. Next thing is we want to lift up the handlebars themselves. So you take this, make sure it goes all the way to the top. Turn it so it's straight. Take this lever, you pull it up and it'll lock into place, and then this here keeps it from going down. Next thing is to adjust your handlebars. You don't want to ride the bike like this. So you take this thing at the top, you clip it up like so, you rotate the handlebars where you want them, and probably here's a good position for me. Lock it into place. The only difference is this particular bike has a GoPro mount, a bicycle GoPro mount on the front. Except for the GoPro, which is mounted on this side, which is collapsed, is about the only place that this mount works. You could put it on the back, and I suppose that would work. The seat has an adjustment, and again, I'll swing the bike around. Seat has an adjustment here. You unlock this. Incidentally, when you bring the bike seat up, there's a mark that you look for along here, which you can catch in the manual. Don't go any higher than the mark. And you lift it up to where you want it. Normally I'm a little bit higher. The pedals, which are folded right now, to bring them out, just drop them down and they'll snap up. This is the Mariner D7. There are other D7s. The Mariner is an aluminum bike. It has stainless steel spokes, so it's a little bit more water resistant. A few features on the bike. There's these little bungee cord things that you can snap in and out for carrying a few things. It is a 7-speed bicycle. When you shift gears, there's a little knob here that you turn, and the indicators go around this way. The gears shift really, really easily. The only thing you have to be careful with, you can't shift 3 gears at once. You only change them one at a time. If you change 3 or 4 gears, it can get derailed down here. I haven't had any derailing problems, but you have to ride a little bit, change gear, ride a little bit, whether you're going up or down in the gears. This is a slow motion shot from the new GoPro 4. I put it in here to show you slow motion from the GoPro more than anything else, but also to show you how the Mariner D7 rides. The bikes that I demonstrated here are basically stock bikes, except I did change the seat to a more comfortable seat. It's a real easy thing to change over. Another thing I've found with the seat that I have, which is a little bit oversized, if you turn the seat backwards, it's easier to zip it up when you put it in the bag. You can just rotate it backwards when you collapse the seat. I also did a small modification to the bags, the carrying bags, that are an extra cost when you buy the bike, but I think it's well worth it to buy a carrying bag. I do this to my camera bags as well. I take these key rings, from keychains and I put them on zippers. I've never had these break. I can grab the zippers quickly. You can put a little useless padlock on it if you're real anal, but I find this to be a faster way to open camera bags and to open any zipper bags. So I do it all the time. When you're going to transport the bike in the trunk of a car, or if you're going to store it underneath the bed, this is the position you should store it in. You need to keep the derailleur up and the gears up. This is according to the manufacturer. Now if you have it in a bag or you want to stand it upright, that's fine. But anytime you're going to transport the bicycle or keep it in some kind of long storage, you need to keep it in this position. I'm now ready to collapse the bike. The first thing you want to do is actually take the seat down, because the seat down, the post will help keep the bike upright when it's folded. So to take the seat down, there's a little handle on this side. Push it down to where it hits the ground and just lock it into place. Next thing I'm going to do is kick up the kickstand. And I'm going to fold the pedals, pushing them in and folding them. Again, on the other side, same thing, push it in and fold it. Take the pedals kind of to the middle of where the bike sits. I've now got to change the orientation of the handlebars. There's a switch up here. I'll take that switch, put them straight up, click it down. Again, that locks that into place. It's a little toggle here. I move, open up, handlebars will fold down flat against the bike. When you collapse the handlebars and tilt it down, make sure you put it far enough down so it'll clear the little magnets. Coming around to the other side, there's a little cap here that you lift up, just like that. You click this, and I can fold the bike up, put it against the magnet. I found two different types of magnets on these D7s. This is one type that's kind of open, and there's another type that's kind of closed. When the bike is collapsed, the magnets hold the bike together. It makes it easier to transport, even if you don't have a bag. And when you take it out of a car, it does actually hold it enough to where it doesn't open and then collapse and you can pinch your fingers. And the bike is ready to go back into the bag. Dahon has been making folding bikes for a long time, and I did a lot of research on folding bikes before I decided to get this type of bike. They're one of the highest rated of all the folding bikes. One of the reasons I chose the Dahon bike is the speed in which you can expand it out and collapse it back up to its folded size. Now on the web they say to expand the bike out takes about 15 seconds and to collapse it, to fold it up, takes about 20. I think that's a little bit generous. It takes about 20 seconds or so to expand it, and to collapse it takes a little bit longer. I think it's more like 40 seconds. Dahon makes a lot of different types of folding bicycles. They have urban bikes, recreational bikes, even a kid's bike, and they have high performance bikes as well. One of the nice things about a folding bike, a bike that you can take anywhere, is you actually use it more than a bike that you just have in the garage. If you listen to the news in Los Angeles, bicyclists are killed all the time, and it's really depressing. Interactions between a bike and a truck, or a bike and a car, or a bike and a bus, or a bike and a train is a matter of physics. If you're the bicyclist, you're going to lose. One of the nice things about having a bike like this is you actually tend to use it. You actually tend to get some exercise. And you don't have to pay for bike rentals if you go anywhere that you can drive. You could even fly with this bicycle. This is the paranoid and grumpy Vietnam vet. Until the next time, ciao dam bien.